Well, everybody, what we got here, just went and picked up this Dune Buggy today with my buddy Andrew. He helped me, took his new pickup to go get it. Got all the parts for this. You see this is a Volkswagen based. That's where your transaxle mounts up. And I got a lot of good parts on here. So we'll start here. Got these cool lights here. One of them needs a new bulb. That's all it is. The bulb broke. We got these cool lights with turn signals built onto the housings. Those would be good for another project. Got a pretty nice shifter set up here. We got the jammer throttle pedal there. That's like $100 right there. Got our brake pedal there, clutch pedal, all hydraulic. That's all set up. Got this right here. It's a jammer turning brake. So you can turn the brake off on one tire. Just engage one. You pull this to which one you want to not use, or vice versa. And then you hit the brake pedal and it only locks up one wheel. But that right there is, I think it was around $300 for the jammer brand one. The throttle cable, we got a cable throttle kit, which I think will work on our 2.3 turbo. And this plate right here, this is an adapter for a Ford 2.3 to go to a Volkswagen transaxle. That's about 900 bucks. So you're looking at like $1,000 right there. I gave 400 bucks for this whole Dune Buggy. So we need the transaxle. Haven't looked that up, how much one costs or whatever, but I'm sure it's a good bit. Got all the shifter set up, got all the brakes set up, got the turn brake set up. Or you could set it up with a different master cylinder and do a front and rear setup, so you could like lock the front tires and do a burnout or whatever. And then yeah, pretty much everything here, all the mounts, pans, everything we could use. Plus we got all this frame we can use for parts for something else. See, this is actually the big 5 Volkswagen pattern, which that one's got the little 4-bolt pattern on it. So yeah, our next thing's gonna be stripping this all down. But yeah, literally I'd had to find all these parts individually, and we have the whole setup here. Most everything we need. I have the 2.3 motor. It's in the shop. We're gonna tear it down, check everything over good on it, lube it all up, re-gasket it, get it all ready, and then we'll start moving the parts into the Bradley here, get everything all painted, put in there, mocked up, everything worked over. And then once the engine's ready, we'll set the engine in here and get figured out where we're going to run the radiator to. That's going to be a fun one there, which all depends on clearances and stuff. It's got some air vents on top of the hood there, so we could make a deal to mount the radiator up here if we have room. Like I say, everything's gonna have to be mocked up. I got an extra motor we can use for mock-up. Like I say, this side's all closed up. You could possibly open some of that up and do some stuff like this side. This side's got no compartment, and they got a battery mount and stuff in there. So then we can modify our center hump and put our steering brake possibly like right here. It's the regular brakes up there. Got our little console piece. We can modify that, whatever. And mock all this up, put our brake in, work that up, hook up our shifter. I kind of like that T-handle one better than this one. Then we'll go through all the electronics on this, find some wiring in here, and hook up battery, make sure everything's not touching. We can get the windows done, which are flat. We can cut that one, and then we can take the driver's side one out and trace it. And I'm going to get the material for that, the plexiglass, and we'll cut that window Once we get it all sealed up and weatherproofed in here, then we'll start working on all the electronics, get all that together. You can see this gauge deal is kind of just setting in here. It needs fixed and put in there right. Start going over the little stuff. I'll have to talk to Wayne. Might have to figure something out. This kind of got the turn signal deal here because I think they swapped the wheel out with something or whatever. But yeah, we can modify this to fit with the turn signal deal on there, fix that back up right. And he was saying he didn't know where it was at. They might find it one day, who knows. But we'll put a ignition back in there. He had to drill the ignition out so they could make it turn because it was locked, I guess. So we got to figure out all our switches. We got to see if our headlights work. This got the pop-up headlights, and there are bulbs in it, everything else. And then I got to fix the cable to open this, because this is where your fill spout is for your gas, which could also get moved later. We could put a fuel cell, like if we had to, we could run like a fuel cell back here, and we could run some stuff up, actually cut the vents out on here and run the radiator up here somewhere, get like some tubing and hoses and stuff, run the radiator up here to the front and make it to where it breathes. Like I say, it's all just in the stages of development right now. Gotta mock everything up, get parts, whatever. These, I'm sure there's supposed to be a bumper to go in here. Have to find a logo, might find a Ford logo to put on there. Clean that all up, make a little flat spot, put a Ford logo on it, whatever. Get some pipe, we get some pipe that'll go in there and hook to whatever, and find us a little bumper that fits the curves here. Make it, black it out or whatever, either blacked out or chrome. Either look good. I think I posted on my community page the paint scheme I want. But yeah, this has got the good side window, and the other side's got the good top window. I'll show you how this works. I think I had it in my other video if you caught it. I got all the pieces here. I'm gonna need some new gasket because it seems a little short. We'll put all new gasket in there, glue it in good. But yeah, the knobs are here, got to break them loose. It's got 4 knobs. You can undo the 4 knobs, take the top windows out, and then you got like T-tops kind of. And maybe we'll see. I'm kind of running short on budget again. I got to sell some more stuff to build projects. We'll get this all put together, get this pulled out, mock it up, make sure it fits perfect in the other one, and then we'll just cut a copy. I think they're the same. Cut a copy for the other door. Then they got some mismatch hardware in this door, and there's only one bolt in the other door, and the nut's missing. So we'll get these good nuts or bolts, make sure they fit perfect, and we'll go buy 8 of those with the carriage, because they got the square in there, so you want carriage bolts. So they're nice, pretty chrome and new. Depending on what we do with the paint scheme, we might paint them black, so the green and black will pop, or the green and chrome might look okay, but I think black would work better. Then you've got to check little stuff, like got to get some special sealant probably put in here that's black. I've found that caulk, if you use caulk, it'll leak. So we're getting ready to have some rainstorms, so we'll get this top right here, put it on there. Like I said in my other video, I got to get some hinges that'll fit the old holes, or we'll fill the old holes, put new holes in, get some better, nicer hardware for that, so the hood will fit on right. We'll get this door mocked up right. I'm going to put the door back on. Let's see, everything's super light on these. I think they were saying completed. These are about a 1,600 pound car. So with that turbo engine in there, it's going to haul butt. What I'm going to do to minimize some rain right now, I got to get a cover out to put on this too, probably. I'm going to put that over that. Kind of push the rain off. I think in my Rambler I got a car cover I might throw on here just to protect it a little better. And then, like I say, as we go, we'll get little pieces, like the antennas broke off this piece here. Probably. No, it's good. We'll see how it looks. We might find a better looking antenna even. That one's alright. Might even get a little cool power one depending on how the room is under there. Get a power antenna to stick on there. Really good cool sound system up in it. But you know, like I said in my post and that, this is one of the 500 Bradley GT2s that they built. So they say, it says in the door here, it shows you. And I found in my research, I thought they actually made cars, but they were all kit cars. And this is made by Bradley Automotive. This is a legit Bradley GT custom car kit. So if you wanted to turn your Volkswagen into a sweet sports car, they had 7 different levels of kits. You could go, depending on how skilled you were, you could buy the body in pieces and that, and they'd ship it to you. Or if you're not a mechanical person, they had all the way up to a turnkey run car. Okay, so if you don't like mechanics, you like this, they'd literally get a Volkswagen chassis and custom build one the way you wanted from the factory, or you could just get the basics and build all your own parts into it. Like I say, this one, I think they probably had some cracks back here. They've bondoed this. We need to find some cool LED taillights or something that we can hook on the back of here. Sure we can find something LED that'll look good, but yeah, you can see the pattern here. I'm sure they had some cracking or something. We'll get all that figured out eventually. It's not going to be a fast project because of my budget, but we're a little tight here, so. But yeah, we just pick up the cars when we can cheap, so that when we get to them, we have a cool project, you know. Like I say, this right here, probably about $4 grand worth of parts. 3-4 grand worth of parts here. And like I say, we can use some of this because I'm planning on building a Baja also that Barrow's dad has. I did a video on it a while back. So between the two of them, the parts will get used. So it's been a long day. Been gone since 7:15 this morning. Been on the road, picking the Dune Buggy up, working. I worked real quick, got my job done fast so we could get on the road. Headed to go get the Dune Buggy. We had a blowout on the trailer, so that added a little fun to our adventure. But luckily I come prepared. And we just pulled over, jacked the trailer up, pulled my impact out, brought my little stubby impact and my sockets, and it took us about 2 minutes to get back on the road. So little thing. Then I took my buddy out to dinner for helping me out and going to get this, because I don't like to take my pickup on the interstate. Don't really trust my dad's a whole lot, so don't want to break his truck. My buddy bought a new nice truck, so we hooked on an old trailer I had, went and got her done. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate y'all for subscribing and everything else. So if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next video. I hope you enjoy this video and the project I'm building. So everyone take care, have a good week. Catch you on the next one.